And we're live. Welcome everyone.
Welcome.
We see quite some people in the queue, so that's good to see. Today we'll be showing you how to empower your customer experience through SAP Business AI. Who are we? My name is Tim Paukovic. I'm a sales and service implementation consultant here at Flexo, and I'm joined today by my colleague Bert.
Hey, hello, I'm Bert Janssens and I'm an AI coach doing workshops with customers to create AI innovation roadmaps and to design the cool use cases on that roadmap.
Cool, okay. Thank you, Bert. So what's on the agenda for today? First of all, Bert will take you through an introduction of SAP Business AI, what it entails and what you can expect. From there, we're moving on to empowering service excellence through SAP AI. So how does SAP AI impact your customer experience process? And from there, we dive into the AI capabilities provided by SAP. We'll guide you through some AI features. Bert will tell you about Joule, and I will show you some live demos on AI use cases. And finally, we'll tell you about how Flexo can help you get started.
Okay, the demo that we'll be giving today is, we'll be showing the embedded functionality in AI functionality in CX, but it's a part of the SAP Business AI. What does it consist of? First of all, we have Joule, the personal assistant that connects and talks to different AI agents that can handle complex business tasks. We have the embedded functionality in the different lines of business in your SAP solutions, and all of those make use of the AI foundation. And that's basically, what is that foundation? It's basically an AI portal that allows you to create your own custom AI functionalities, applications on the BTP. For example, you can build extra skills for Joule, the AI assistant. You can make use of different large language models to incorporate Gen AI in your applications. And you have a SAP Document AI that allows you to extract the information from unstructured documents to make use to use them in your processes. So great stuff, and over to you.
Thanks, Bert. All right, so how can SAP AI help you empower service excellence? So first of all, you see here a graphical representation of the digital transformation and how automation is impacting productivity. So new technologies help us improve the productivity on a day-to-day basis for all our employees. And what we see in automation mostly is that it's taking over or making low value and repetitive tasks especially more efficient, and as a user, as a human, to spend less time on these tasks and focus more on the high value tasks. And this last aspect has absolutely exploded with the arrival of AI. We see in the intelligent enterprises that there's a significant AI boost where the low and repetitive tasks are more taken over by AI, where human users can focus on the high value tasks. So how does AI impact customer experience? First of all, there's response and task automation. So you can leverage chatbots to interact with your customers, backed up by a knowledge base, so your customers can get direct information on whatever they need 24/7. Actionable insights, AI can help you analyze your data so that you can follow up on cases, for example, with the most relevant information for the customer, and also view how your customer process has been improving and spot any discrepancies early on. There's also enhanced customer interactions. You can analyze customer sentiment, so you know how to deal with somebody who's very upset or somebody who might even be happy with how you've handled their service. Then you know you're on the right track. And AI-driven personalization helps the customer with having a real personal experience by generating customer-specific content through generative AI, more on that later on, and create tailored experiences by, again, analyzing the customer data and providing answers to their employees based on their own company to further enhance that happy customer sentiment. So moving on to the AI capabilities, I already mentioned it just now, agentic AI. So what are we talking about? We're talking about systems with the ability to perceive context, make decisions, and act towards a defined goal. Very strict quote, but what it means is machine learning and natural language processing is used to learn from past data. So you can upload already existing data into the AI model or allow it to access this data to learn from it. Then when you're doing your daily work, you can use that data as it's relevant data and use the relevant data to create a personal response. And we'll see that in the demo how that works. So there's a lot to take in, but here are a few functionalities that are available in the SAP AI Toolkit and Service and Sales Cloud version 2. It's complaint intake. So agentic AI can automatically classify a service request by analyzing the email and the subject. It can also automatically prioritize the case by analyzing the same text and view if there are trigger words to indicate that it's urgent or not. It helps customer support look for the best resolution, as it can automatically create knowledge base articles, for example, and suggest similar cases. And if you're getting more advanced with your AI, you can even create collaborative agents, build workflows to automate certain tasks or to delegate low-value tasks to the agent. And in the end, best case scenario is, of course, the autonomous agent that can handle your entire complaint process from beginning to end by independently choosing actions, categorizing your tickets, drafting a response, reacting to the customer response, and finally closing the ticket. On the right-hand side, you see if it's a base feature, meaning that it's included in Sales and Service Cloud V2 as it is, or if it's a premium feature, meaning that you will need to dab in AI credits. So, Bert, take it away.
Me, Joule. Joule is basically your the SAP personal AI assistant. It has a lot of capabilities. So it will answer questions about SAP. It will help users navigate to the right application or screen. It is capable of doing transactions, and it's capable of giving analytics insight on your data. And that's an important aspect. It makes use of the data in your SAP systems. It connects to different agents that are made available, and as I mentioned before, the more and more are being added. So it you can also build your own Joule skills tailored to your specific needs, etc., etc. And basically, Joule and agents will become the new applications because in a dialogue, you'll get the things done that need to be done. So, right.
Awesome. Thanks, Bert. So a lot of talk, a lot of information, but what does it look like? Meet our persona for today. This is Richard Harrison. He's a customer service agent, and as we know, each job comes with its own challenges and responsibilities. And Richard is no exception. He struggles with some things on a day-to-day basis as well. What's on his mind? He wants to help customers ensure they get the best service and satisfaction, so they leave a happy customer. He wants to work more efficiently. Nobody wants to spend days and days and hours working on the same thing if you can resolve it much faster. And by proxy, he wants to reduce the time wasted on searching for information, as data, as we all know, can be segmented in all sorts of sources, whether it be SharePoint, local, etc. So here we have Richard interacting with AI, and Richard says he wants to reassign tickets and make sure they're properly classified. And AI can help with this. So in the bottom, we see a quick email that came in from the customer about a wrong invoice. An AI can classify the category by analyzing the text and seeing that it's about wrong invoice, and categorizes it accordingly into finance and invoicing. Also, AI can help determine the ticket type. Is it just a question? Is there a complaint? And in this case, there's a type for invoice delivery, and sets it accordingly in the system. Richard is happy because he doesn't have to classify the ticket anymore, and the ticket type is also determined by AI. And that's not all. The AI bot also helps you to find the relevant invoices, for example. So you can just click on through to the invoices and not waste any time on looking them up manually. So Richard's happy, everything is clear, he knows where the ticket needs to go, he knows he needs to route it to the finance team. And AI can help him summarize the interaction history in case he's asked multiple questions back to the customer and the customer replied. This back and forth can result in a lot of fragmented, loose emails. AI can summarize all of them into one short text. So moving on to the live demo, I will show you how the case type determination works, the case categorization. We'll have a quick peek at the knowledge hub and the generative AI interaction summary. So here we are in Sales and Service Cloud V2. I'm logged in as Richard and I'm starting to work on my day. And I see there's quite some cases, and of course I'm going to prioritize them by starting to work on the most urgent cases. So here we have a case regarding a pump, malfunctioning pump. There's a complaint from the customer that the pump is not working due to some software issues. So let's open up the case and have a look at the header. So here we already see some AI features plugged in right into the UI, so no separate tabs required for that. Here we see the AI-powered classification. This is what I mentioned earlier, where you see that the category, product support, and software issue has been correctly identified by the AI agent. And here on top, we see that the case type regards a standard service in the sense that a customer requires some product support, and it's qualified under the case type standard service. So these are just some small but definitely relevant day-to-day things that the AI helps you automate. If I close the header, I can have a look at the knowledge hub. So Richard's working on the case, he's read it, and he knows that he needs some help solving this specific issue. So he navigates to the knowledge hub, and the knowledge hub is plugged into multiple data sources where it analyzes any data that's relevant to this specific ticket. And in this case, it has spotted that it concerns a specific product, the pump, and has found some articles on the SharePoint that relate to this specific pump. So I've opened the knowledge hub, and here I have 49 results found. And here we go, this is the exact pump we're talking about, and there's an article available about identified issues. So from here on, just click on the article, read what it's about, and see if there's any related articles that I can also use in order to help solve the ticket as fast as possible. So this is all within reach, just a few clicks away. Let's say Richard has to interact with the customer a lot, there's emails going back and forth. For this we can go to the General tab, where we have all the interactions, and here we see the AI feature interaction summary. So based on all the emails back and forth, generative AI has made a summary regarding the entire issue. So Richard is always up to date, but also if in case he needs to work in new colleagues or he takes a sick leave and another colleague needs to take over, they will always be up to speed much quicker just by the power of AI.
Cool.
So we've seen dynamic case management. This is all embedded features. So the case type determination, the categorization, and the interaction summary. As you've seen, it will increase Richard's productivity and efficiency. And the customer will be happy because they will have a quick answer to their solution. And the handover between colleagues or internal is going to go much faster as well. So what else does Richard struggle with? He wants to deliver fast and accurate support to his customers without burning out in the process. So the AI bot can help him analyze the tickets. So again, we've got an email that is quite from a customer that's quite upset. AI can summarize the ticket and analyze the sentiment. So you know, for example, if you have a very upset customer, you can change the tone to be a bit more empathic, for example. And also AI can suggest similar tickets in order to find the solution as quickly as possible. So Richard is happy with all of this information. All right. And of course, we have translation as well. Yeah. So the next demo, I will show you the sentiment analysis, the similar case recommendation, machine translation, and the generative email drafter. So let's dive right into it. So first of all, similar cases. Just as we've seen this article in the Knowledge Hub that's floating around on SharePoint, you can also look within the ticket environment itself to see if there are similar tickets, so that you can maybe copy or use an answer that's been used to solve an issue before. For this, we head over to similar cases. What we see here is an overview of cases that are deemed similar by the AI system with a confidence score. So this is a score from 0 to 100 to indicate how certain the system is that it is in fact a matching case. And if I hover over to the left on the AI symbol, we get a generative AI summary of that case. So I can quickly have a glance and see, is it a similar case? If yes, I can navigate to the ticket and have an in-depth look without wasting time. If it's not a similar case, I can just move on to the next one. If I open up the header again, here we see the sentiment analysis. It's brief and it's negative. The customer was really unhappy with what's been going on, and AI uses certain keywords, and there's also a profanity check to use all this data to form an opinion on the sentiment analysis. So let's say your customer service is centralized and you're serving customers across the globe. Language can sometimes be a barrier. For this, you can use machine translation. So in the interaction history, we see there's a bunch of emails sent. We can have a look at one. So this one is in English, but let's say it's arrived in another language. Then we can use AI translation to translate the original text into something else, for example, into Dutch. So the user doesn't have to leave the SAP system to translate the text. It's available in the UI directly. Furthermore, if you scroll to General, here we have the interaction summary. And once it's time to reply to the customer with an email and I want to create an email, I head over to Send Email. And here I can use generative AI on the bottom to draft the email for me. When I click on this, there are a few available prompts already, and you can create your own later on to suit your business needs. In this case, I want to provide the customer with a status update. And then the system gives me a few choices to adapt the style of the letter, of the email. So do we want a more casual or formal tone, more submissive or assertive? In this case, the customer is quite upset, so I'll move it a bit more to the submissive. And we'll go for a short update, as we don't want the customer reading a full page, just to get a quick update. All right, so click on Generate Draft, and once the draft is created, we can hit on Apply, and the text is applied to the email. And from here, I'm still completely free to edit the email to my liking in case there's any tweaking necessary, and send over the email to the customer. So what have we seen? The sentiment analysis, the profanity check, similar case recommendations, and machine translation. Yeah, all of it improves your agent's productivity and efficiency, and the customer, again, will be happy as a bee.
Without having to leave the system.
Exactly, yes. All right.
All right. So you've seen a lot of interesting embedded functionality. So yeah, let's get started. So that's why we have the AI starter package. How does it work? First of all, we'll have an interview with you. We'll look into your SAP landscape, and then we'll pick the embedded AI functionality that's the most useful to you. Then we switch it on, for example, two of them, like Joule and another embedded AI functionality. Then we'll test them together. So you'll get a demo, training, guided testing, and then we'll have a workshop in we look at what were the advantages and are you still missing to basically work out together an AI innovation roadmap with use cases on that roadmap. And then we'll pick the most, the low-hanging fruits, so to speak, the ones with the least effort and the most business value to put first on the roadmap. And with all the AI functionality on BTP that we can use, there are some great possibilities to make tremendous leaps forward in automation. So, yeah.
Sounds great. Sounds practical also. Starting small, introducing AI into the business and growing from there, but with an absolutely clear roadmap on
absolutely.
how to roll out AI in your organization. That's it from us. Content-wise, thank you for your attention so far. Are there any questions from people in the chat? Which languages? There is a language list that's supported, which is already quite diverse. I have the list prepared somewhere. Scroll back. Just a moment. Looking for the presenter notes. All right, give me a second with some technical issues, but in a moment I'll get back to your question.
It's quite an extensive list that we cannot list them all. It's, for example, with SAP Document AI, it's I think 100 languages that are being supported already. So it's quite extensive. So the chances are, if you are looking for particular languages, then we can look them up and so that you're certain that they're supported. So let us know which ones you need.
The next question is, do I need to pay for additional licenses for AI in Service Cloud? That will depend. So, as mentioned before, there are some base features that are available by default, sentiment analysis, categorization, etc. But when you're moving on to advanced AI,
you have to. Then it works with AI credits basically, and AI credits are there are two types basically of how they can be consumed. And the first of all is by transactions. So, for example, again, the document extraction with a number of documents will be an AI credit. In other cases, then it's AI credits are linked to a user, and that user has gets a bucket of questions. I think it's 5,200 questions that are for the AI credits. So that's per user basically. And if you take 10 users, then you have 52,000 credits that they can use together. per month. So that's hope that answers your question. But again, you have the AI functionality discovery center on SAP, and there you can have it's made very clear how much a particular service will cost, or whether it's embedded in your system.
Yep.
And can be switched on. But
Thanks, Britt. Does the machine translation only translate incoming interactions, or can you translate replies as well? Replies would also be able to be translated. Yeah.
So you mean a customer replying?
Yeah, when you're
something
drafting
you
your own
don't
email,
reach,
you can
cannot
send
speak
that
the
out
language,
in,
and it can.
Yeah. Our service team spends a lot of time looking up information in ERP. It would be awesome if we can automate this. We mostly get questions concerning product availability and deliveries. You have shown AI can search invoices. Can it also show delivery-related information and product availability? So yeah, there is a connection possible, as it can search invoices, it can search other entities as well, but the exact specifics and which entities are available, we would have to get back to you on that. Yeah. Okay, that were all your questions. Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
And hopefully we see you soon in one of the AI starter packages. Yeah.
Indeed. See you soon. Thank you.